All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So, two of these stocks we've been talking about for a while, Nikola and Lucid. And the third one actually just came in today, and there's a lot to like on Plug. But yeah, in general, man, these three are so far crushing it, all right? And look, Nikola's obviously been crushing it for a minute, but I think Lucid is going to want to catch up to this. So if you're not looking at Lucid yet, I hope this is the video that gets you ready for tomorrow, because I'm watching that one too. But yeah, Nikola, I'm for sure in this. You know, I don't like telling you guys where my money is, because I don't want you to be like, ooh, if this dude has money in there, I should throw it in. Like, believe me, I get things wrong, but yeah, it's been pretty easy here. And man, these moving averages have made it easy to make good decisions. So one more time, so much to like here. But really quick, before we go any further, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please subscribe to the channel, share this video on the internet, comment good or bad. Look, I swear, anything you can do helps me so much, especially if you actually share this thing. I'm not the best at that, but just being here and giving me your time, super appreciated, all right? So, Nikola, oh my goodness, all right? So there's a lot to like here. And the first thing, I hope you see it, all right? The 8 and the 20 are going up. They're staying up, and that's a beautiful thing, because we've seen it for a while. When you're under the 8 and the 20, bad things can happen. It becomes almost impossible to get over the 8. Then maybe you'll get to the 20, and then you end up falling right back. And you can see, I mean, that's basically happened for quite a while here. The opposite is starting to happen. We can't get below this 8 moving average green line. If we ever do, the 20's right here to bounce us back up. 20's back here to bounce us back up. 20 is back here to bounce us back up. We have broken this 256. We are well over both of these two. Like, literally, these two are pretty much on the same line. This one right here and this one right here. This is not a big candle to, like, this is making me happy. This has taken our RSI, and look, the RSI was really high, all right? This is an 87 RSI. It was able to come down to the low 70s and is ready to go back up to the high 80s if I had to guess, you know? And truth be told, look, yes, we have broken the 200. Yes, we were over all 5 moving averages. I don't think we've seen the run that comes with being over all 5 moving averages just yet. I really think this run from 3 to 5 is gonna spark it, and then again, we're basically gonna come to 780 after that. I'll go ahead and draw this right here. I don't think this is worth drawing. I see it, don't get me wrong, maybe it does something, but I actually don't think this is much. I think we're gonna run this 613 and basically pop a 50% in that channel, and again, pop a 50% in a little more than, actually, right? Because $1.50 is 50%. We're going well more than $1.50, actually taking it to 2, so let's basically call that 66 right there, right? But I'm telling you, I don't believe, because let me just flash it real quick, right? RIVN, look, it's not as drastic, but RIVN has actually broken and gone well above all 5, gone well above the 200. I don't think Nikola has done any of that yet. And you can see that. That's not much of an opinion I have to make to justify, right? Like, I think this is just getting ready to run, all right? I for sure see the 17% day that this dropped. I for sure believe there's a lot more of that coming, all right? So much to like on Nikola. And again, look, it's only Monday. So there's a lot before the week is done and a lot before this week is closed. We're over the 50 moving average. All right, we're over the 50 moving average, this red line. And I always say it, the day after the doji, and this is actually the week after the doji, right? Because it's basically the candle after, is very indicative of the truth, okay? This looked like, hey, maybe we were going to come down to here. No. The truth actually looks like, I think we're about to smash the 50, okay? And one more time, man, if we can just, sorry for the, I was just looking at this and thinking, if you want to know the truth, but there's a lot saying that this wants to come to not only my 521, but maybe even a little higher to where the blue line's sitting at 543. You can see it in the box over there, right? But 5/4, man, there is a lot to like about Nikola. And one more time, yes, we're over all 5 moving averages. And yeah, we've been over it for a bit. I think it's about to show itself very soon. Oh man, and you know, I actually mentioned this on the last video. All right, I said look at RIVN, and yeah, RIVN didn't pop a big candle, but RIVN went back up. RIVN held the 8 moving average. RIVN got over the biggest candle to the left. This was an important candle, and obviously RIVN's not Tesla, right? I'm not trying to like, Tesla's what matters for all the EVs, but I think RIVN's starting to give itself a little bit more of a reassurance that it's a bigger stock than it used to be. And I think because of that, I'm looking at RIVN for confirmations on like a Nikola or a Lucid or stuff like that. You know, just my 2 cents right there, right? But look, a lot to like on Nikola, and really I just kind of talked about RIVN in a quick nutshell too, but I like RIVN as well still. So I see the 17% day. I'm still saying there are big double-digit days still coming here for sure. All right, so that was Nikola. Up next is LCID. All right, Lucid. So there was a moment, it's actually July 10th. All right, so just remember this little thing right here, and then Nikola, July 10th right here. So I made the video for both of them, and I really was like, look, I can't tell which one's about to do better. I thought Nikola was going to do better, and clearly it did a little bit later on. Lucid made the move first, and I'll knock on wood, I didn't panic sell or do anything stupid. I held my Nikola, and life was good on this side of the screen, okay? But Lucid did not make the move right here that I actually really thought it would, and I actually almost got scared that I picked the wrong one, you know what I mean? But Lucid's back at where it was right here. Okay, it's interesting because let me zoom in before I zoom out. This right here is a good MACD. This right here is a good RSI, and arguably better than this RSI. This right here is good volume. All right, so it's really funny how excited I was here just to watch it fail, and to actually be excited again on relatively less. Like I said, RSI I think was a little better right here. Volume was a little better right here. MACD is probably the one thing that's better right here, right? But I like this. I do. I like this. I think this is where it's going to try to break. And what I actually like even more, this is a good spacing up to the next resistance, which is right here. Right? Break the 100, you're gonna want to come to the 200, and it doesn't look like a big number, but yeah, we're adding $1 on a stock that doesn't have very many dollars. We're definitely going well more than 10%, right? And then we're adding what, another, it's probably a 12% swing if I'm doing the math in my head real quick, right? Again, anything double digit, baby, that's how you're living a better life than like 95% of the people around you, let alone in the world. You know what I mean? So Lucid didn't do it here, actually didn't do it here either. It seems like it's gonna want to do it, and more than anything, one of the things that I like is like all these attacks on the line are happening relatively in a small window, right? This month of July has been nothing but let's attack this 100. Hopefully we go into August above and over, right? But just real quick, let's look at this 100, right? I mean, it's been a difficult line. This was a little bit insignificant. This was basically a pump and dump. And then this was a pump and dump, right? So don't underestimate the 100 moving average. But yeah, I think this is the one. And here's what I actually do like. Okay, sorry, let me keep this. The 50 average, excuse me, hiccup. The 50 average line was down here at 21 million. And look, that's high for a lot, 17 million to be exact, right? 16.9. We are now seeing that line more than double, and realistically I think there's more green people buying and holding than there are, definitely more immediate, right? But I actually even think all this green kind of cancels out most of this and this, and I actually think that there's been more buying than selling since this crazy dump off in June, right? And again, volume's king, and those are good things, but the one thing I love, and I want to highlight it again, 50 average was down here was less than 20. 50-day average is now pushing 50 million shares, and it's rising, right? Like, it looks like, hopefully next time I make the video, hopefully we're closer to 66 million shares average, right? Like, let's keep getting volume here. Let's break the 100 and go to the 200. Let's break the 200 and rise, like we're seeing with Nikola, like we're seeing with RIVN. Oh yeah, those are reasons to bring volume here, right? And very, very truth be told, there's a real hard plateau right here, okay? If this breaks, man, obviously, I don't want to underestimate the 200. The 200 is a very hard line, and again, we talked about it. We've never touched it, right, since here. If we can get over this plateau, green, 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 red, 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 green, 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 green to 13 maybe. You know what I mean? So Lucid, there's a lot to like. There actually still is a little bit more to prove, but like I said, I mean, you can take it from the video. I am feeling good right here. So just give me that confirmation, baby. Give it to me. Okay, listen to me, all right? I say this not to sound like a good guy that's like nice and shit on this side of the screen, all right? The sincere truth is the viewer requests, the comments on my videos, man, they are fire. And today someone dropped plug, and I have not been looking at plug. You want to know the truth? I always get a little happier when I see the women dropping really good stocks. I don't know why. It's generally a lot more guys commenting, but I love it when the girls are dropping some hot fire. You know what I mean? And I hope you see the hot fire that I'm looking at, all right? Let's start up here. This is a monster candle, all right? Not just the size of it, but look how insignificant that wick is. Look in the box over there. The high of the day was 314. The close of the day was, 13, not 30. 1314 was the high of the day. The close was 1312. Basically, the entire day, except for a momentary 2-penny slip, people could not stop buying plug. Just give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more plug. This is a monster candle that broke 2 moving averages, and one of those moving averages was the most important 200. This is a crazy, crazy big candle. Where are we after hours? Let's keep going up. Hell yeah. There's a lot. And look, going from 10% to 11%, that's a 10% gain on this, right? Because again, every one is 10%. So I know it looks like it's only going up 1%, but no, it's actually going up another 10% on the 10% we just saw. You know I don't care about post-market. I'm not here to pump things more, but I like that post-market. I'm actually a little bit more believing that this 200 might actually be broken. The next thing I'm going to talk about before I go back to this, look at this, look at this. This is a beautiful, and this really reminds me of the Nikola 8 and 20 moving average. Because again, I can imagine it, right? Oh, wow. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Couple things are just jumping to my head. This thing has actually been above the moving averages more than it's been below. That's not something I normally say, and it looks like I actually probably covered plug not that long ago, because I normally don't draw trend lines. So I don't know if I did this personally and just forgot about it, or if I actually did talk about this thing, okay? But man, the 8 and the 20 have been holding really well. The stock, look, you can just, this is a beautiful window. You can't get over the 8. You just can't do it. If you do, you can get to the 20 and then you fall back. Do it one more time and fall. We're now doing the opposite. We can't give up the 8 for the life of us. Maybe we'll hit the 20 and then fly. Oh, this would use the 50, whatever. 8 and the 20. Like, this is using the moving average as well. This just broke the moving averages just well. This is a very good MACD that looks like it's about to flip and get us green over red. That's a real healthy 66 RSI. We broke the 50 average volume today. Man, there's a lot to like. And one more time, we've actually been over all the moving averages and flying more than we've been under them all and dying. So that's a really, really good thing about plug. This is clearly an important and a pretty impressive trend line if you want to know the truth, all right? Breaking this would be rather crucial, all right? Still a long way to go, and by no means am I saying, dude, truth be told, what's my entry if because I'm not in this, right? Like, all right, yeah, this is it. If you want a safe number, 1341 is your alert. Look, I have so many alerts right now. I got to decide what to delete. But like, yeah, 1341 is the safest alert for sure. If you can get in right there, there's very, very, very little stopping you from coming up to 17. Truth be told, if this thing opens a penny higher, I would expect it to just keep going. But yeah, you know there's no such thing as safe, no such thing as guaranteed, right? But yeah, get over this candle. It's hard for me to believe we're not coming to at least 1575, if not this actual 1681 line that I got. So plug. I love it when the viewer requests are this good. I love it a little more when the girls drop it. So hey, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you.